they are on. Check them out. My new ape hangers. I originally ordered some 14s. They sent me 16s. Now, normally I'd probably be upset, especially after this installation process. Not sure how many of you have installed ape hangers before, but especially since this is a 2017 Slam, I've got the throttle by wire. Well, that just means there's a crap ton of wires that you have to feed through these narrow bars, and the holes in the bars are even narrower. So yeah, that was just an experience, we'll call it that. I'd say if I could recommend anything to anyone purchasing a set of ape hangers, do yourself a huge favor and buy them pre-wired. I cannot tell you how long it took my buddy Tyler and I to feed these wires through the bars. It wasn't even fishing the wires because we use a chain to go through and pull them back. It was being able to fit the massive amount of wires, particularly on the throttle side, again, due to the throttle by wire. So, that was not fun. I want to say it took us probably, to even estimate, maybe 4 hours to get that crap done. So, it's not something I'm going to do again. I will tell you that much. Now, yes, I saved money for going to the dealer, but I could have ordered a pre-wired set for a few extra dollars, really, no problem. But you do live and learn in life, and that's my number one piece of advice. So if you were to remove the wiring piece out of this, I want to say total install time, less than 2 hours. Super easy, maybe even less than an hour, I don't know, depending on what tools you have. You got to replace the clutch line, pretty easy to do. You take off the, I don't know what it's called, but the transmission 6-speed case, feed that new wire through. And the brake line, learned how to bleed brakes and put a new brake line on. I got my brake line from Magnum. I'll put a link up to the handlebars I got too. I'm really happy with how they look. Again, they're 16, so my hand is just above my shoulder. I love the riding position. If you know in my last video, I was complaining because my previous riding position down here. So a massive difference in comfortability and ergonomics. I absolutely love them. Do your hands go numb? No, they do not. I tested these out for a good 2 hours yesterday. Had to make some minor clutch cable adjustments because again, you got to get this just right. Still a little soft. I think I might pull that line a little tighter, but you know, it's a pretty easy adjustment on the fly. It's pretty cool to install these. I did use my factory risers, made sure that the handlebars would fit those, and they did just fine. So here we are. Look, it gives the bike a brand new look. This thing is sweet. Rides great. I haven't noticed a big difference in handling, although just a little flick of the bars now does get it to lean, which seems like a little easier. But I'm in an upright body position, you know, legs out. I can put my legs on my highway bars and just cruise down the road. So, do I recommend ape hangers? Yes, I recommend them. Now, I'm not too mad about getting 16s over 14s. I'm 6'1", so these 16s I think are perfect for me. If I would have liked the 14s, 14s, maybe it'd be down like exactly shoulder length for me, but these work great. Forces me to sit up straight. Went on a long ride yesterday and no back pain whatsoever. None. Zilch. Zero. So yes, apes are good. Pipes sound great, in my opinion. Bike is nearing, I don't think it'll ever be completed, but we're getting there. Feels more like my bike now. The best way I can describe these bars, it feels like you're in a motorcycle, in the bike versus on top of the bike, if that makes sense. So like you're in it, right? I'm not like leaning on something. It's a different sensation, and it works for me. It works so good for me. No pain in my arms, no numbness in the hands. I don't believe any of that stuff. I don't know. There's something about the smile it puts on your face. Something about it. That's gonna do it. Give it a thumbs up. Ape hangers, 16-inch. Only recommendation, get those things pre-wired. It's gonna save you a lot of time. You'll be happier. Get the taller apes. Unless you're super short, do not get the taller apes. You may have difficulty reaching. But these 16-inchers work for me. Again, don't be scared. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you want more content, you want to keep up with things, hit that bell notification. We've got Daytona Beach coming up soon. Do not miss out. You don't want to miss those videos. It's going to be a blast. Thanks for watching. Y'all take care, and remember, life is a journey. Enjoy the ride. This is Brandon, signing off.